So the Kingston police were here. I didn't record it because I need their permission to have them on the screen, but also to the permission to record. So I was more focused on the situation. I explained the situation the way I explained it to you guys. Explained it the exact same way to the cop. I also, to my boyfriend, remembered something as well. That when my computer, before it got that massive virus on it, I was doing recordings off my computer when we would go out or when we were sleeping because I felt somebody was then coming into my apartment. It was shortly after I lost my keys at Lake Ontario Park. Now, we backtracked several times, like three times? About 3 times to look for those keys. And I'm really good at remembering where I've been, where I walked, which direction I walked. Same with my boyfriend. So we took the exact same path that we took at the beginning. And the keys are nowhere to be found. So I had informed my super about it. Told her I need a new lock because I've lost my keys. I have no way to get into my apartment, no way to get into my mailbox. I don't have my pool key anymore either. So the super tells me that I have to pay $60 to have my lock replaced in order to get a mailbox key. I don't think that's right. And this is like the first time I've lost my keys. So the way I look at it is Homestead should be replacing the lock due to the fact that I've lost my keys and I shouldn't have to be charged. Normally they charge you after the second time you lose your keys. The first time they're supposed to replace the lock because it had the mailbox key on it. Now I had to break into my own damn mailbox and I waited 3, almost 4 fucking weeks. No, what was it? 2 months. Was it 2 months or a month?
What?
When I lost my keys that I couldn't get in my mailbox.
Oh, it was a while.
It was a while. We waited several weeks.
Yeah, so like 3-4 weeks.
About 3-4 weeks, so about a month. Anyways, I think it says it in my video. Anyways, I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong on what the actual weeks were, but it says it in my one video where it shows me breaking into my mailbox. And it tells you right there how long I had to wait in order for me to fucking finally snap, not break down, snap, because I was so pissed off that I kept getting the fucking runaround about a fucking mailbox key that I broke into my fucking mailbox and got my mail. Now, I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at the camera as I'm talking, but because of the angle I'm on, there we go. It still doesn't look like I'm looking at the camera, but anyways, so the only thing is that if you get your lock key, like if you lose your keys, get the lock changed. Don't be like me and fight it, because now I got someone coming into my house and has been for a while. They don't steal anything. A couple times they have. They've stole something that I'm not going to mention on film. That's personal. But other than that, they usually move things around. If I'm looking for something and I get really right pissed off and I snap because I'm so fucking angry that I can't find this thing, even though where I knew exactly where I'd left it, and it's not there, and it's somewhere else, and it's placed somewhere else, and I find it. So tonight, something just told me to test the theory, because I've noticed, and my boyfriend has noticed, that every time we take the dogs out, we go out the side door, which faces 90 Curtis and the townhouses and the St. Lawrence College. When we go out the side door, the superintendent's window is directly beside the door. And sometimes they'll have the light on. Other times they'll have the light off. But their curtain is a certain color that you can still see when you're standing outside. You can see them actually opening the one corner of the curtain at the bottom, watching. So what my boyfriend and I think, and he's the one who came up with this idea that we think, and we could be wrong, and if I am, heaven forbid, but we're thinking that the superintendent's boyfriend is watching us while we take our dogs out and has a walkie-talkie, because the supers have those walkie-talkies. Anyways, we're thinking he's on one end of the walkie-talkie, she's on the other, and she's up here using my computer. And then locking the door when she leaves. Now, she has enough time to come up the side stairs while we're outside, or even just knowing that we're taking the dogs out because we had our window open and her patio's down below. Not right directly below me, but on right beside on the corner. And I'm not that far from the corner. She can actually hear everything I say through sitting outside. So we're thinking that she heard us say, well, we're going to take the dogs out. They got ready. She was already on her way up in the elevator, and she has a key to stop the elevator. And she can open the door by pushing the open and the floor number. It's the only way you can make that elevator move and close and open the door. So now, knowing that information, and the fact that they've been watching us from their bedroom window when we're outside with the dogs, knowing when we're coming back in, enough time for someone to come in, do what they need to do on the internet very quickly, and then lock the door and leave very quickly and not be seen before we get into the building. So, because I was thinking somebody is breaking in, and I still... to this day, I am...
Still to this day. Same day.
Same day, but from
day.
the previous times this has happened as well.
Still to this day.
But anyways, I still say this. It's the super coming into my house.
Excuse me. Guess what I burned?
Using my computer. Because she's the only one with my key that has a copy to my apartment. Because she gave me the key to make copies of, and I only made one copy of my keys, because that's all I could afford. So, the way I look at it is, she's the only one with the copy of the key, so it has to be her. There's no logical explanation for it, because there's no way someone has time to take my lock off my door and put it back on within 5 to 6 minutes. It's impossible. With a key, yes. So, to end this video, the police is doing a report. And if it continues, they will do an open investigation on it. And I will be pressing it if it continues. And I will continue to keep checking. But what I was trying to say earlier is I put a piece of tin in between the door myself. And it was on the floor when we got back. And there's no way that that could have been taken out of the door unless the door was opened, especially the way I put it in there. So, you lose your keys, get your locks changed. Don't fuck around with it anymore. So, let this be a lesson learned, folks. Don't trust anybody. Anybody, including your supers. Don't trust them. I sure the hell don't. Have a great night, folks. Peace out.